All right, that's a good lead into question number 6. Say you've just turned 50 and you've got no money, but you've recently inherited $500,000. How would you how would you invest that $500,000, Miriam?
Yeah, well, if they're 50 and they don't own their own home, I'd suggest get a home straight away, because we have massive issues with homelessness in this country, particularly women over the age of 50. So if you've got a roof over your head, no one can take it from you. If you've got no debt on it, no one can take it from you. So first and foremost, at that age, if you do not have the security of your own residence, buy one. You might need to be flexible. You might need to compromise on the location, whatever the case may be. You may even buy an investment property instead and rent best. So you're investing where you're going to get great return. It could be a regional area that's got a combination of capital growth and cash flow. That may enable you to keep renting where you're living. But if things don't work out, you've always got somewhere to fall back on. So that's number one. And I come from that position because I left home at 17. And the most important thing for me was having security. So as a young girl, I'd spent some time in a foster home that pulled the rug out from under me when I left at 17. It was all about having a roof over my head, having security so that I was in control. So I tend to lean towards that. Otherwise, if you've got your own home, then again, it might be wise to talk to a financial advisor with some future planning around some sort of superannuation. Otherwise, if you want to invest in property, again, find an investment qualified buyer's agent to assist you. Don't buy off the plan stuff. Don't do house and land packages. Don't talk to a property spruiker or a developer. Very high risk and too many heartbreaking stories around that.
If I gave you $500,000 today, what would you do with it, Miriam?
Well, depending on your portfolio mix, what was already in there, whether it was capital growth, cash flow, combination of the two, which state it was in, I'd look at that. I'd look at where you've got diversification. I'd look at where you need diversification. I'd take into account your age. What do you want this property to do for you? All things being equal, if you want future income down the track and you want a combination of capital growth and cash flow, but you're going to rely on the income, then maybe depending on your risk profile, maybe a regional property generating a 5-6% yield. If you had a high risk profile, you might look at a regional commercial property generating a similar yield, but obviously that's a net yield because you're not paying for maintenance and repairs. So every single time it needs to be on a case-by-case individual basis.
Good answer off the cuff, Miriam.
Thank you.